You already wake up tired, as if the night's sleep wasn't enough, and feel that your mind is already awake in alert mode. Racing thoughts, endless to-do lists, that feeling that your body never really relaxes. This routine may even seem normal for those who live between meetings, deadlines, bills to pay, household chores, family commitments, and all the demands of daily life. But in fact, this constant state of alert may be a sign that something important is out of balance in your body. The stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol is not a villain. It is essential for our survival. It helps regulate energy, sleep, blood pressure, glucose metabolism, and even the body's inflammatory response. It's the hormone that puts us into action when we need to face a challenging situation. It's what gives us strength, for example, to react in the face of danger or simply to have energy early in the morning when we wake up. The problem happens when this hormone, which should be an ally, remains elevated for too long. And this has become increasingly common in the modern lifestyle, marked by chronic stress, excess tasks, and lack of real moments of rest. It's as if the body's alert mode button gets stuck, never turning off. And when that happens, the consequences start to appear. Maybe you've noticed some signs that seem small but are actually clues that your cortisol levels are out of balance. One of the most common signs is weight gain, especially in the abdominal region. You notice that even without major changes in your diet, that localized fat insists on accumulating in your belly or face, giving a constant bloated feeling. Another very frequent symptom is persistent fatigue. No matter how many hours you sleep, you wake up without energy, as if you never really rested. Elevated cortisol can also affect your muscles, causing weakness and your immune system, making you more vulnerable to colds and infections. Not to mention emotional symptoms, anxiety, irritability, difficulty concentrating, and even that foggy mind feeling when it's hard to remember even the simplest things of everyday life. Many women also report low libido, frequent headaches, changes in the menstrual cycle, and even digestive problems such as bloating, constipation, or diarrhea. All of this may be interconnected to excess cortisol. Now, I want you to reflect. How many of these signs have already appeared in your life in recent months? You may be living with elevated cortisol without realizing it, just trying to handle your routine, believing that always being tired or anxious is normal. But it's not. The body speaks, and learning to listen to these signals is the first step to regaining balance. The good news is that there are natural and effective ways to reduce cortisol. Quality sleep, for example, is fundamental. Creating a simple nighttime ritual, such as turning off screens earlier, keeping your room dark and quiet, and establishing regular sleep schedules, can transform your rest. Physical exercise also helps a lot, as long as it's done in moderation. A walk outdoors, yoga, or even a light weight training session can balance the body, but without overdoing it, because workouts that are too intense can have the opposite effect. Another powerful way is to take care of the mind. Simple deep breathing techniques or a few minutes of meditation are already enough to signal to the body that everything is okay, helping to turn off alert mode. Laughing, spending time with loved ones, having a hobby that brings joy, and even being around pets are simple resources that reduce stress and naturally lower cortisol. And, of course, nutrition plays a central role. Dark chocolate, whole grains, colorful fruits and vegetables, legumes, healthy fats like olive oil and avocado, green tea, and foods rich in probiotics, such as natural yogurt and kefir, are powerful allies in balancing this hormone. The body works as a whole, and the more you nourish your cells well, the more resilient you'll be in the face of stress. In addition to all these strategies, today there are also supplements specially formulated to help women who live with this reality of overload. One example is Cortisol AM, developed in the United States to support women over 40 who face the stress of modern life. It combines natural ingredients such as ashwagandha, magnesium, vitamin B6, and other compounds that help regulate cortisol levels, providing more balance, energy, and well-being. It's not about a magic solution, but about an ally that can help you have a healthier life. I left the link in the video description for you to access the product from the official page. In a world that demands so much from us, having this support can make all the difference. After all, when cortisol stays high for too long, it stops being a protector and becomes a silent enemy, capable of harming the health of the heart, bones, metabolism, and even the mind. Reducing cortisol is more than a matter of well-being. It is fundamental to ensure quality of life, vitality, and happiness. So, if you've been feeling constantly tired, anxious, having trouble sleeping, gaining weight without explanation, or living in a rhythm that never slows down, maybe it's time to look more kindly at your body's signals. Balance is possible, and taking care of yourself is the way. Now I want to know from you, which of these signs have you already noticed in your daily life? Write it here in the comments, because sharing your experience can help other women also identify the symptoms. And don't forget that this video is here to bring you more health information. Always talk to a professional before starting any treatment. If this content made sense to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications so you don't miss the next ones. That way, we stay together on this journey for more balance, health, and well-being. See you soon, kisses, and take care.